sometimes in life, accidents happen. They are unpredictable, unforeseeable, and unavoidable. Take for example this Coca-Cola glass. There is no way to know that by me placing it here on the corner of the table, anything horrible could possibly happen to it like that. But now there's something called the Mighty Mug. Basically it's a glass that resists impact to make sure that your beverages don't spill all over the floor. You can just pick it up and put it down, but when you try to knock it over, it resists impact. Here's another model. Basically it works with a special suction system on the bottom that allows you to place the mug down and pick it up like a normal glass, but then when you try to knock it over, it resists the urge to fall over remarkably well. They come in several different models, and I think they just make a much safer glass or mug. It's a great glass. Here I've got a hard-boiled egg, and I'm just gonna crack it open and de-shell it. Now it's very important to have a still slightly warm egg for this gadget, so make sure it's just been boiled. Okay, so here it is completely de-shelled, and I'm just gonna pop it into my gadget mold. Here we go, I'm just gonna pop it in like this and just slide it down nice and softly until it's at the bottom. Then you add the compressor shaft, and on top of that, the lid, and you just wanna screw this in until it's screwed all the way down. Now as you screw it, you'll see the egg compresses into a cube down here. Okay, so I'm just gonna screw it really tight and leave it for 30 minutes in the fridge to set. This is it after 30 minutes. I'm just gonna unscrew it and then pull out the compressor shaft, and then you just press down at the bottom until the egg pops out. And as you can see, it's become a cubed egg, which I think is pretty cool. Look at that. That's awesome. Just gonna peel the skin off, great. And just for comparison, this is a normal boiled egg. Yes, it indeed looks very different. And here I'm just going to check how the inside is. Just cut it open, and yes, it is indeed also cubed on the inside. Okay, I'm just going to cut open the normal egg for comparison, even though I think everybody knows how a normal egg looks like. And yes, it's indeed very different. This is pretty cool. Cracking walnuts can be tough because they got really hard shells. Luckily I found this gadget that does a pretty good job at it. Just place your walnut with a center line facing up. Then place this funny slinky looking thing on top, hold it down, and then just smack it. Now you see it easily broke it apart, and the great thing about this is when you hit it, it compresses all the springs, which means all the little bits of walnut can't really fly away, so it makes cleanup a little bit more easier since it's all confined to one area. The only downside I can think of is when you hit it, you have to hit it quite hard, so it kind of hurts your palm a little bit. And a funny thing about it is even if you touch it just slightly, it just bounces up and down forever. Check out more information about this and where to get it in the link in the description below. Alright, so here I've got another hard-boiled egg just like before. And here I've got another kind of special mold. This one's shaped like a fish. Now this was very simple to use. Just put your hard-boiled egg, while it's still a little bit warm, into the bottom half of the mold, just like that. And make sure it fits nice and snugly. Then you just close the lid on it and seal it shut. After that, just place it in the fridge for half an hour so it can cool down and take its new shape. Alright, so this is it after half an hour. You just unclip it and there you go. You got a beautiful egg that looks like a fish. How cool is that? I think it adds a little extra touch when your hard-boiled eggs look like something else. It makes it a bit more interesting. Okay, so now to check that it's still a hard-boiled egg, I'm gonna cut it in half. And success, it's still a hard-boiled egg. Great. Now, you can get this gadget in loads of different shapes and forms. Here are just some of them. I've left some links in the description below to where you can get these online. Alright, now for no reason at all, I'm gonna make a ham and cheese toastie. So I'm gonna start with some cheese, a little bit of ham, some more ham, why not? And one more piece of cheese because I can. And I'm gonna add a piece of bread. Okay, so now you normally put this in a pan, but here I've got a special kind of pan. It's called a Diablo. You just basically open it up and then you butter both sides. So I'm just gonna add some butter here and a piece of butter there. And then I'm just gonna rub that in with a piece of tissue paper so I get a nice and even layer of butter on the cooking surfaces. So just rub in both sides. Okay, great. Now that both sides are nice and buttered up, then you want to add your toasty sandwich back in. And just close it up and compress it shut. Just like that. Now once it's sealed, you just want to close the safety pin so it stays closed. And then you want to remove any excess from the sides. So just remove this side, and then just take care to remove any little extra bits that might burn when you cook it. Okay, so once that's done, you want to place it onto your cooker. Here I've got a gas stove, but you can easily also put it on an electric stove. And the way to cook this is very simple. Just cook it for a while, then flip it over, and then have a little peek to see how it's going. So just open it up and have a little peek. Okay, now this is still looking a bit white, so I'm just going to keep cooking it. And then once you cook it for a while, just flip it over again and just have another little peek, see how it's going. And that's perfect, a nice golden color. So I'm just going to cook the other side a bit more, and then we should be done. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, nice and golden brown on both sides. Now you want to pop it out, and then you've got this beautiful little disc of toasty goodness. Now I know you're dying to see how the inside is it melted? And yes, that cheese is nice and melted and hot. Now this is just a ham and cheese little toasty, but you can easily make it with other ingredients like Nutella or ham, cheese, tomato and spices. Just go crazy with the ingredients you love, and this will be just a delicious little treat that you can have. Here I have some garlic, and now peeled garlic. And this is a special garlic grinder. Now it looks a lot like a different kind of grinder that is used for illicit substances, but this one you place garlic into, and then you just close it and start turning it. And what happens when you turn it is the blades on the inside crush and cut the garlic into very, very fine minced bits. And it's a lot better than normal garlic crushers because it ends up with a much more finer cut of garlic. It's a lot more like when you finally mince it with a knife. So this may very well be one of the best garlic crushers out there.